When you're working from home and there's an online meeting. Me buying a TV I can see, rather than admit I might need glasses. Guess who's flat broke and picking up trash for a living? Please be Flanders, please be Flanders. When you're 10 and you pretend to drown at the pool to see if your family really cared about you, and you found out that they didn't. School buses with Wi-Fi are helping children connect to the internet and bridge the technology divide. That's cool. We had no AC and our balls stuck to the hot seats. Why are the washing machine minutes not real minutes? Me, I'll take the orange chicken. Flight attendant, you're in luck. We have one left. Remember, it's illegal to use your phone while driving. Instead, use the giant iPad built into the car and flip through 50 settings to use navigation or turn on the AC. So, is this your first time auditioning for president? Wow, this book is amazing. Can I borrow it when you're done? Me wondering how he expects to color it in twice. If your back goes out more than you do, you might be getting old. WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark explains that white privilege actually feels like getting beat up by a giant black lesbian. What people think Wisconsin is afraid of, what Wisconsin's actually afraid of. Don't leave any beer out, it'll attract humans. Why don't you just tell me where Seinfeld is streaming after Netflix? Wisconsin road construction in a nutshell. See those cars taking an alternate route? Let's start construction there too. American Eagle? American Eagle. My cousin tried to get married at the courthouse and had a warrant. Imagine David Wallace watching the documentary and realizing he bought the Michael Scott Paper Company while Jim knew they were already broke. We used one ball to lose another. 4 months ago, I swapped out my friend's picture at his family's home with Kim Jong-un, and it's still there. When someone says fishing is boring, I remember when pegging was when you gave your homie a ride on your BMX. Marco Rubio, realizing he's now got to go play in the WNBA. There is a mini Texas flag on every American flag. How did I not know that? I work 40 hours a week so I can afford tackle I don't need for fish I probably can't catch. On a weekend I'm too tired to enjoy. And I do it again. Apparently the Spice Girls are making a comeback, and it's being sponsored by Old Spice. Makes sense. When you and your friend decide to smoke weed instead of drinking, we're like responsible now. Sis, you're not a snack when you have 5 kids by 5 baby daddies. You're an Arby's 5 for 5. You had the meats. Some people have nightmares of being chased by a bear, but bears have nightmares of being chased by Chuck Norris. Let's take a moment to remember those no longer with us. What have we learned from hippopotamuses? It is impossible to lose weight by eating grass and salads. Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment to talk about the Creator? Ought to see this, ought to see that, you ought to see this drive. Former President George W. Bush, 2002. How I feel training older people at work. Account balance $11.97. Me on my way to Spirit Halloween. Chicago Airport introduces cannabis amnesty boxes to dispose of weed before flights. Me. When you thought you made the longest cast of your life and realized your lure came off. There's one in every crowd. Hold fish out here. Make look bigger. I watched a documentary on marijuana last night. That's how I always watch them. Fishing is just like dating. You cast, you wait, you hope for the best. Sometimes you catch a keeper, sometimes you reel in a mistake. Either way, you still end up telling the same story over and over again. Sorry I was out sick all week. My arm was in a cast. Steal a man's wallet and he'll be poor for a week. Teach a man to fish and he'll be poor forever. Her knocking. Him, who is this? Her, it's me, the love of your life. Him, go away. I know my boat can't talk. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers. Unfortunately, since I bet on the other team, we won't be going for pizza. Simpson, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at work? I made a bad mistake and Lenny sent me home to think about what I did, but I don't remember what it was, so I'm watching TV. When today's safety meeting is about what you did yesterday? No thanks, I use AI. I'm sick of you pretending you're commando. Our marriage is over. Our marriage is what? Over? I am science. Until you put me under oath, then I am silence. Werewolf security. keeping the flock safe. Relax, they only track the bad sheep. They say if you are not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have anything to hide. If that's true, shouldn't the government declassify everything? Government, you have to have your car inspected once a year for emissions. Also government. If this video offended you in any way, grow some fucking balls. If not, hit that like button, share it, because YouTube is really starting to push me down. Take a look at my stats recently. I had 3 views when I was going from 1.2 to 2.5 thousand. Show YouTube we are not going to put up with their censorship bullshit. Thanks. White Chicks 2, into the WNBA. New league, same white chicks. Directed by Seth Rogen. I just want to say that I have a lot of respect for trans women. I mean, after all, that surgery takes balls. Marco Rubio decides he's going to join the WNBA draft now too. When Taco Bell been talking shit about your gravy? Therapist, is she crazy? Dude, she cooked all my food without seasoning to make me think I had COVID. Gotta find someone you thermostatically compatible with. Can't be a 74 dating a 62. People on a 74 deserve to live alone. 2 reasons why I declined the promotion. 1, double the stress. 2, 12 extra fucking cents. Buckle up, little one. You're in for a show. The Odyssey was cool, but have you seen Shrek 2? Let's hide this bolt right here. Go ahead and make it a different size too. Wow, those stickers look so realistic. I may join the Cicadas this summer and just scream for 6 weeks straight. Taking the phrase "get off my lawn" to a whole new level. You are no longer a trespasser. You are now a target. Me pooping in a 130-degree porta-john, reading the fucked up shit on the walls. The plant called and said if you don't come in tomorrow, don't bother coming in Monday. Woohoo! 4-day weekend. Batman buys Catwoman a drink. Catwoman slowly pushes drink off the table. Saw your mom on her way into work. Oversized escorts. Man, I thought Instagram was a weed delivery service. Who sucks at fishing? You do. How my underwear feel in this summer heat? Nut Swamp Road. I found these panties in my house. Are they yours? No, ma'am. I don't even wear panties. You can ask your husband if you don't believe me. The Berenstain Bears cut down a flock camera. Those are my tax dollars. I don't owe you. Salesman slaps new blade in. This bad boy can deflock an entire neighborhood. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Really helps build the channel. Thanks. Me, I like boats. Her, how about motorboating? August already? September is practically next week. Time to pick out a Halloween costume and start your Christmas shopping. Happy New Year, everybody. I don't know, maybe rub spinach on it. Polish Gatorade. I wonder if lizards ever look at a snake and think, hey, it's Lieutenant Dan. When she hears your beer fart, when she finally smells your beer fart. Me trying to keep my thoughts to myself at work because I have bills to pay. You are, as we say in Latin, a Dorcas Malorcas. So there I was, at the Idaho, In-N-Out, minding my own business. Pleading the fifth after getting a pardon is like wearing a mask after being vaccinated. Oh wait, do you have any history of mental illness in your family? I have a relative that took medical advice from Anthony Fauci. Just gonna get a couple beers with friends. And it's morning. Life is short. If you can't laugh at yourself, call me. I will. True sign you're getting old. Every night around 10 p.m. You realize it's only 6:30 p.m. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks, it helps build the channel. What are you doing? What Mom did at the concert? You're not even watching the movie. Yes, I am. Website. We use cookies to improve performance. Me? Same. I see London, I see France, I see your underpants. Come in, we're open. Please use other door. I am the other door. Me logging into Facebook in the morning. My Facebook friends. Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid. Only Chuck Norris can take a selfie with an old Nokia 3310. Chuck Norris flipped a coin once. It landed here. Chuck Norris once strangled someone with a cordless phone. Chuck Norris visiting Yellowstone. If Chuck Norris is in Texas and you're in New York, Chuck Norris can still see you. Chuck Norris doesn't translate. Languages switch sides. Beer, the fuel that keeps the lawn mowed. Being a trophy husband is exhausting. What do you call two monkeys who share an Amazon account? Crime mates. Chuck Norris, the early years. Chuck Norris doesn't need jokes. His facts sound fake already. Chuck Norris doing the nunchucks. When someone says sharing nudes is gross and perverted, that's just something ugly people say. They banned dodgeball because it was too aggressive, but surviving a heavy red rubber ball to the face at Mach 3 is exactly what built the backbone of this country. Can I have your number? I told you I got a boyfriend like 505-714-8932 times. Babe, wake up. We're in Nebraska. Look at all those attractions. Looks like a great bumper repair. They parked this carnival game down the road for free. High score is 58. Ever since I was a little kid, I knew I wanted beer. Why you shouldn't wait until retirement to start traveling. Yo brain, it'll be a tiny fart. Nobody gonna hear it. Yo ass. Wife, ask me to do something. Me? Okay, I will. Wife. No boyfriend this summer? We've got you covered. Non-cursed items for sale. Yeah, I'm sure. Weed versus alcohol. Stop in and ask Chris why he can't be on time. When you have more than one kid, it's important to take them out separately for ice cream. They get important one-on-one time. You get more ice cream. Salted butters, unsalted butters. That boy ain't right. Who's the devil's lettuce now? On April Fool's Day in 1974, an Alaska man hauled 70 old tires into a dormant volcano, set them on fire, and convinced an entire town that the volcano was erupting. How to make the ladies feel bad for checking your message late? Top half. You want sent a message? Bottom half. If you've ever had trouble getting the straw into a Capri Sun, then you know what banging a fat chick while you're drunk is like. And what's the most stressful part of your job? Me? People. People in retail would say customers. The guy giving 110% at work and the guy doing the bare minimum get the same paycheck. Me waiting for fantasy football draft season to begin. I just read someone refer to ADHD as a diva has distractions. And respectfully, I don't think I'll ever be able to look at my wife the same again. I haven't seen this much smoke since that Willie Nelson concert. Since when did you start smoking? Every summer I always smoke. Oh, I don't like this one bit. Well, I can't stop now. Trump is now going to build a wall against Canada. It's going to be one giant air filter. I'm sure all of the Midwest will be on board. Here you are, sir. Have a nice day. Teepee now included with all Taco Bell meals. The culprit behind the cycloparasitis lettuce outbreak. Yeah, I said that correctly. How do I know if I have regular Taco Bell diarrhea or parasite Taco Bell diarrhea? Taco Bell manager, confident, cyclosporia came from farmer's market down the street. On Monday we start Diarrhea Awareness Week. Runs till Friday. When her nudes are trash, so you draw clothes back on her and send them back. If you saw the way I clean a yogurt lid, you'd stop playing hard to get. The shit you gotta deal with immediately after cutting your nails. Dear Tuna, sincerely Michael. My name is Tina. There must be $20 worth of grease on his forehead alone. My God, you're greasy. It's the summer of 1995. You had to be there. Are you wearing a grocery bag? I have misplaced my pants. As warm weather is approaching, I want to remind everyone, deodorant. Me looking on Indeed after every little inconvenience at work. You can't say sorry, wrong hole, when that hole is on my friend. If you aren't a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget about the like button. Thanks, it helps build the channel. Anyone been to the new skate park in Yellowstone? I feared for my life. Air Bison. And I took that personally. Damn, he caught some air. Y'all got any more of them bison memes? Of course, hit that subscribe button. There's lots more coming tomorrow. And hey, comment down below your favorite bison meme so far. Today's letter of the day is E for Eat My Shorts. If someone from Ziploc would please contact literally anyone in the cereal industry, that would be great. Don't try to understand women. Women understand women and they hate each other. Facebook, pissing everyone off since 2018. This air tastes like fireplace. 2020, 2026. The Cubs are doing gas mask night. For the first 10,000 fans receive a gas mask. I hope we get diarrhea stimulus checks. Taco Bell, stop acting like you've never gotten explosive diarrhea here before. Who called the news? You have died from excessive Canadian wildfire smoke inhalation and diarrhea lettuce. If you're still not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button because 99% of you guys are not subscribers. Mike Bison's Punch-Out. Bison. In theaters this summer. Tourist takes photo. Bison. How dare you? It's a 9. He didn't stick the landing. Yep, I'm flying through the air. This is not good. Me on my way to remove a trespasser from my fishing spot in Yellowstone. The wrath of your wife after you fished all weekend with the boys. Comment down below your favorite bison meme so far. And don't forget about that like and subscribe button. When Chuck Norris calls you, the only option you have is to answer. Or answer. The only time Chuck Norris was ever wrong was when he thought he had made a mistake. Chuck Norris can swim in lava. Unicorns believe in Chuck Norris. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. The US Mint announces the new nickel design for 2027. This week's news summed up in one picture. The Bills' new logo for the 2026 season. If you still haven't subscribed, do that, because 99% of you guys are not subscribers who watch my videos. The things the boobies are attached to are fucking mean, dude. Okay, maybe we should stop complaining about the heat. States that have hit 100 degrees so far in 2026. At my funeral, I want everyone to get one of these. Let's stay in touch. If you can convince a man to be baby daddy number 3, you should be selling used cars. Wisconsin, we're gonna have a great summer without any Canada wildfire smoke. Canada? The fuck you are? What Midwest states are known for? North Dakota, nothing. South Dakota, Mount Rushmore. Nebraska, not a real place. Kansas, boring. Minnesota, fraud. Iowa, farms. Missouri, actually the South. Wisconsin, the best state. Illinois, fibs. Michigan, lakes. Indiana doesn't have anything. And nobody lives in Ohio. I'm getting free candy and you're not. How would you like your steak? Like winning an argument with my wife. Rare it is. When you fart, it can either be silent or loud, but there is a turd option. Just picked up a pack of these at Quick Trip. Canadian wildfire. Mackinac Bridge engulfed in wildfire smoke. Yes, it's there. Look closer. How it looks in Wisconsin right now. Smoked about a pack and a half of Canadian wildfires today. Canada, Minnesota. The Midwest has the worst air quality in the entire world right now. I now own more boats than the Iranian Navy. Playoff wins at AT&T Stadium since 2015. Spain 2, Packers 2, Cowboys 1. Please stop making new flavors of Coca-Cola. Either put the cocaine back or leave it alone. President Trump says Iran wants to make a deal, but too late, boys. Marco, Rubio, who's going to play this pool game this summer? Leave a comment down below. If you see a toilet in your dream, do not use it. Bite my shiny metal ass. I'm going down to Moe's for a couple of beers. I'll come with you. Nurse earned $1.5 million selling fake COVID vaccine cards was hit with a $544,000 fine. Not a bad way to make $1 million. That's not a fine, they just want their taxes. Put that in your picnic basket. Walker, Texas Park Ranger. Someone put the actual final boss on the gym rack. This is how Holland actually trains. 'Cause fuck 'em, that's why. I actually lent a girl an umbrella yesterday, which takes the total number of girls I've made wet this year to -1. You put the beer in the coconut and throw the can away. Hi everybody. Hi Dr. Nick. Hello Muda. Hello Fada. Here I am at Camp Granada. Marge, is Lisa at Camp Granada? It's not easy to juggle a pregnant wife and a troubled child, but somehow I managed to fit in 8 hours of TV a day. Tonight, I will have 1 beer. There is always room for improvement. This is what happens when your HOA has a rule about leaving your bins on the driveway, but not about putting decorative magnets on your garage. Being the only one who can prevent forest fires really stresses me out. They didn't even notice me. Obviously lesbians. When she locked you in the friend zone, but finds out you have a girlfriend now. Me at the family 4th of July barbecue. You think anybody wants a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these bad boys? If you think fireworks are loud, try opening this late at night. There's no need to put 20 minutes worth of videos up of fireworks on your story today. However, if your family starts throwing hands at the barbecue, start recording that. I want to see that. Me arriving at the Independence Day cookout. Chicago police assure residents those loud popping noises are just gunshots. Back when Chuck Norris used a payphone, the phone paid him. Chuck Norris once went on a roller coaster. The roller coaster was screaming the whole time. Back when Chuck Norris rented VHS tapes, Blockbuster rewound them for him. Chuck Norris steps on a Lego. Lego man, why God, why?